in statewide online lecture today. Myself Anjum Sheikh from Goshala Road Municipal Secondary English School, and we were seeing lesson parallel lines. In last, in previous lecture, we were solving the problem set 2, and from it the first question, that is all MCQs, those we solved. So today we will continue the rest of the examples from the problem set. Okay, so before starting our solution for today, we will just revise all the properties of parallel lines. Okay, that will be very helpful in the solution. So just a simple revision we will see here. Yes, now you can see the two parallel lines, the line Q and line R. Okay, those are the two parallel lines, and line P is their transversal. Okay, so here in this case, we know better that 8 angles are formed. Now you can see in the diagram here, 8 angles. Those are angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, angle E, angle F, angle G, and angle H. Those are the 8 angles. Now, because of two parallel lines and their transversal, those are the 8 different angles formed, and the pair of angles here, those are corresponding pair of angles, then pair of alternate angle, and pair of interior angles. Okay, so once we will see again that here I will mark again at angle A and angle E. That is the one of the pair of corresponding angle. Then angle D and angle H. That is another pair of corresponding angle. Now on left of the transversal, this is angle B and angle F. That is one of the pair of corresponding angle. And the last pair of corresponding angle is this angle C and angle G. That is the another and last pair of corresponding angle. Okay. Now we will see the another pair of corresponding angle. Sorry, we will see the alternate angles. Now angle C and angle E, that is the pair of alternate angle, and another pair is angle D and angle F. Okay, so those are the two pair of alternate angles. Now the last pair of angle, that is interior angles. Okay, so interior angles means the angle lie within two parallel lines. Okay, so angle D and angle E, this is one pair of interior angle, and on other side of transversal, that is another pair of interior angle, that is angle C and angle F. Okay, so now we will see some properties that we already learned, that the properties related to those three type of angles. Okay, here you can see the properties. Now see the first property. When two lines intersect, the pair of opposite angle formed are congruent. Okay, so here the property regarding opposite angles, that means vertically opposite angle. Those are also called as vertically, that vertically opposite angles are congruent to each other. Means if one angle is given 60 degree, the another will be also 60 degree. This is called one pair, and here is another pair of vertically opposite angle. These are the two intersecting lines. Opposite angle along with their property. Now, a linear pair are supplementary. Now, which are the linear pair of angles? A pair of adjacent angles formed when two lines intersect. Okay, adjacent means the angle next to each other. Means if that will be one line and this will be intersecting line. Okay, then the angles formed here, this angle and this is its linear pair of angle. These two angles are called as linear pair of angles. And what is the property regarding it? That is, those are supplementary. That means they measure together 180 degree. Okay, there may be the first, then second and third angle. Likewise, so those three angles are also angles in linear pair. Okay, and those are supplementary to each other. This is the property for linear pair of angle. Now third property, see here, when one pair of corresponding angle is congruent, then all the remaining pair of corresponding angles are by diagram that what is corresponding angles are congruent. Okay. Now fourth property, when one pair of alternate angle is congruent, then all the remaining pair of alternate angles are congruent. So the property is similar to corresponding angle, that are supplementary. Do the correction here. Are supplementary, then the other pair of interior angle is also hello. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Sorry for that. Okay. So we just saw the properties of those different pair of angles. That linear pair of angles, those are supplementary. Interior angles, those are also supplementary. Congruent angles are, sorry, corresponding angles are congruent to each other. Alternate angles are also congruent to each other, and the vertically opposite angles are congruent to each other. Now those are the properties. Now here the test of parallel lines, that means when we can say that the given two lines are parallel to each other. Okay, these are the two lines. If the interior angles one sec. Okay, see first point. If interior angle on the same side of a transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Now, if in any solution, if we found that the interior angles, those angles measure together 180 degree, then we can say that the given lines are parallel. Okay, you know better which are the interior angles. Okay, now if second point, see test for parallel lines, the second one, if one of the pair of alternate angle is congruent, then the lines are parallel. Now, if the alternate angles formed due to those two lines and their transversal, if that alternate pair of angle, that will be, those are congruent to each other, then the two given lines are parallel, we can say it. And the last one, that if one of the pair of corresponding angle is congruent, then the lines are parallel. So similarly, like alternate angles, if corresponding angles are congruent, then those two lines are also parallel to each other. Okay. So by using all those properties, that was the small revision regarding it. Now we will go to our solution for problem set 2. And the first example here you can see that is given that ray PQ and ray PR are perpendicular to each other. Point B and A are in the interior and exterior of angle QPR respectively. Okay, ray PB and ray PA are perpendicular to each other. Draw a figure so all these right. Okay, so firstly we have to write a pair of complementary angles, a pair of supplementary angles, and a pair of congruent angles. Okay, now for this we will draw here diagram and we will write solution for it. Now here you can see diagram for the given example. Now see the diagram. Here, what was given in the example, that ray PQ and ray PR are perpendicular to each other. Now clearly you can see here ray PQ. This is the ray PQ and ray PR. Those are perpendicular to each other. Here you can see a symbol that is 90 degree. We have to mark it. That symbol indicates the angle between these two rays, that is 90 degree. Okay. Now point B and A are in the interior and exterior of angle QPR respectively. Okay. So point B, this point is interior points, means point within the angle, that is called interior point. And point A, that is outside the given angle, so that is exterior point. Okay, so we mention here point B. Here you can see point B. Okay, here is the point B. And here is the point A. You can see. Now ray PB and ray PA. Now what we have to do here, that we have to draw the rays, those joining to point B and point P. So here the ray PB, that is another ray, and ray PA. Okay. Because of intersecting those two rays, one more right angle is formed here. This one, that is also measure 90 degree. Those are two rays perpendicular to each other. So here is the figure. Okay. Now what we have to write? A pair of complementary angles. Now you can see here. Complementary angles means the angles which measure 90 degree together. Okay. When two angles are measuring together 90 degree, those are called as complementary angles. Okay. Now, which are the angles those measure 90 degree? So here that mention perpendicular to ray PR. You can see it in the diagram. Then measurement of angle QPR is 90 degree. Similarly, ray PA pair of complementary angles. Okay, so the angles measuring together 90 degree. Let's see here. Measurement of angle BPQL plus angle BPR. Angle BPR. Okay, this BPR. It together measure 90 degree, as those are the together 90 degree. So this is one of the pair of complementary angles. Similarly, you can also write the main angle, that angle A, and this angle is with addition of two angles, that angle APQ plus angle QPB. that is also another pair of complementary angles. You can also write it. Okay. The next pair of supplementary angle. Now here you can see the pair of supplementary angles. That was the diagram. Okay. So here, see here, two angles, sum of whose measure is 180 degree. We all know the supplementary angles together measure 180 degree. So those are called as supplementary angles. Now, as both the angles was given 90 degree. Okay, both the angles means this angle A, sorry, this angle APB, that was 90 degree, and angle this RPQ, that was also 90 degree. So 90 plus 90, that will together make 180 degree. So that is the pair of supplementary angles. Okay, here given angle APB, okay, and angle QPR. Those together, the values are put up here, and that is together 180 degree and are called as supplementary angles. Now last we have to write pair of congruent angles. Now simply we can say that the both angles are measuring equal, that is 90 degree. Those are congruent to each other. AP and angle QPR are congruent angles, and those measuring 90 degree each. So those are congruent angles. We have to see here. What is the example? That if a line is perpendicular to one of the two parallel lines, then it is perpendicular to the other line also. Now what it means, that if a line is perpendicular to one of two parallel lines, so here those are two parallel lines. Okay, and I draw here one line that is perpendicular to first line. Here is the line perpendicular to first line. Perpendicular means their angle form that will be 90 degree. So that will be also the same line will be perpendicular to next line. We have to show this angle that is 90 degree. So then that will be perpendicular to second line also. Okay, now how to show that the given line, if that is perpendicular to first one, that will be also perpendicular to next line also. Okay, now here you can see the diagram. Line M, here line M and line N, those are perpendicular, sorry, those are parallel to each other, and line L. This line L is perpendicular to first line, that is line M. So here you can see angle PKB, that is mentioned 90 degree. The symbol indicate that is 90 degree. That means that is perpendicular to first line. Now we have to show here that angle KLD. Okay, this angle that is also 90 degree. Then when it will be 90 degree, then that is also perpendicular to line N. Okay, so the details are written over here, what I already explained. Suppose M and N are two parallel lines and line L is their transversal. Suppose line L perpendicular to line M. Let us mark the points. The points are marked over here, that point A and point B on line M, and point C and D line N, and P and Q, those are the points on line L. You can see it in the diagram. Suppose the line L Hello. Sir, am I
Yes, teacher.
audible again?
Yes, teacher. आ रही आवाज.
That all? Yes, sir. Okay. So students, so here is the solution for this example. See in the diagram. Here are the two parallel lines. Line M, that is the point mentioned on that line, that is point A and B. And line N, the point mentioned on that line was C and D. And PQ, that is the transversal of those two parallel lines. Okay, now as we know, the transversal line PQ, that is perpendicular to first line, that is line M. Therefore, angle formed, this angle PKB, this angle, that is 90 degree, because this is the perpendicular drawn. Okay. Now see the angle KLD, angle KLD. Okay, this is the angle KLD. Okay, as in example, there is given two lines are parallel to each other. So we all know if the two lines are parallel, the property is the corresponding angle formed, those are congruent to each other. Now, if the one of the angle from that pair, that is angle PKB, PKB is 90 degree, then its corresponding pair is angle KLD. Okay, so angle KLD, that will be also 90 degree, because both are the corresponding angles and corresponding angles are congruent to each other. So as angle KLD is also 90 degree, then we can say that line L, okay, that PQ means line L, that is also perpendicular to second line, that is line N. Okay, understood? So here This is the solution for third example from your problem set. Now we will see the fourth example. Example 4. Here you can see example 4. In the figure, measure of some angles are shown. Using the measure, find the measures of angle X and angle Y, and hence show that line L is parallel to line M. Okay, so here in the diagram you can see that line L, sir, hello.
Yes, teacher.
सर वो जो वेटिंग रूम में जो इंडिकेशंस आ रहा है ना बार बार,
Yes, teacher, you
इंटरप्ट कर
ignore
रहा है
it.
मुझे राइट।
एक्चुअली टीचर ना वो क्योंकि बाद में अगर दोनों में से एक लेफ्ट हो गया ना तो 300 पार्टिसिपेंट्स हो जाते हैं तो हमें आना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाएगा। सो दैट्स व्हाई मैंने उसको इनेबल वेटिंग रूम कर दिया।
हाँ नहीं नहीं, मुझे ये है सर कि वो लोगो बार बार जो मेरे स्क्रीन पे शो हो रहा है ना, तो मैं राइटिंग नहीं कर पा रही हूँ एट टाइम ऑफ एक्सप्लेनिंग द सॉल्यूशन, तो वो मिडल ऑफ द स्क्रीन दैट। ओके सो
ओके
okay, so students, so here in the diagram you can see that line L and line M, those are the two lines given, and here another line you can see that intersect these two given lines, and angle, one of the angle is given 130 degree and one angle is given 50 degree. Then we have to find the measurement of angle X and angle Y. Okay, now we know the first property of the vertically opposite angle, that vertically opposite angles are congruent to each other. So if the angle, here you can see the angle that is 130 degree, here you can see angle is given 130 degree, angle X is the vertically opposite to that measurement, so angle X will be also 130 degree. Okay, because vertically opposite angles, right? Now regarding angle Y, see in the diagram again. Angle Y, that is vertically opposite angle to the given measurement. Okay, so angle 50 degree that is mentioned in the diagram. So as angle Y is vertically opposite to that angle, angle Y will be also 50 degree. Okay. Now one more property, we know that interior angles are supplementary to each other. Okay, so see angle X and that angle $50 degree. Okay, that is the pair of interior angles. So if we will add both the angles and we will write the step that angle X plus 50 degree, so that will be together measure 180 degree. Okay, and if we will find the value of X, then that 50 degree will be subtracted from 180 degree and the value of angle X will be Okay, 130 degree. Similarly, we already found it. So if those two angles together measure 180 degree, then that is the property we can use, that if one of the pair of interior angle that is supplementary, that means together measure 180 degree, then the two given lines are parallel to each other. Okay, so here we can say the line L is parallel to line M. Okay, this is the example. Now here we will see another example. Here you can see the next example from your problem set. Line AB is parallel to line CD is parallel line EF. That means in the diagram, the three of the lines, all those three lines given, those are parallel to each other. Okay. And QP is their transversal. QP is their transversal. Here is the transversal. Okay. So then if y is to z equal to 3:7, the value given of that ratio, angle y and angle z, the ratio of those two angles that is given 3:7. Then find the measure of angle x. We have to find the measurement of angle x here. Okay. Now see the solution. We know that line AB is parallel to line EF. Okay. And QP is a transversal. Now see in the diagram carefully. If AB is parallel to EF, then angle, the pair of angle, that is angle X and angle Z, those are the alternate angles. Here in the diagram, you can see that angle X and angle Z, as those are pair of alternate angles, they measure equally. So if the measurement of both wall, those are congruent to each other. So here is the step, that angle X is congruent to angle Z, as those are alternate angles. Okay. Now the ratio for angle Y and angle Z, that is given 3:7. Okay. I will put for angle Z, that angle X. ओके ये मैं यहाँ पे रिप्लेस कर देती हूँ एंगल Z जो है उसको मैंने रिप्लेस किया विथ एंगल X बिकॉज एंगल X एंड एंगल Z बोथ आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट हैविंग सेम मेजरमेंट सो हियर I replace this angle. Here I replace the angle X. Okay, with X. So for the ratio, for these two angles, the ratio is 3:7. Angle Y is to angle X, the ratio is also 3:7. Now, let the common multiple of the ratio 3:7 be M. We will assume the common multiple as M. Then we will put the values. We will take the value for each angle, that is angle y equal to 3m and angle x equal to 7m. Okay, if we will took the values and we will put it in the equation. Okay, here you can see, if we will take angle y equal to 3m, because the ratio was 3:7, and angle x equal to 7m. Okay, so the line AB is parallel to CD, that is given in the example. So line AB is parallel to CD, then the angles in interior pair, those are angle X and angle Y. Okay, how was the diagram? That here, that was the diagram, and angle X is here and angle Y is here. So those are the interior pair of angles. Okay, so they together measure 180 degree. So put the values for angle X, that is 7m, and for angle Y, that is 3m. The total, that is 10m. Okay, and if to find the value of m, we will calculate it, and m will be equal to 180 degree divided by 10. Okay, so the value we got for m, that is 18 degree. Now put that value in that angle X equal to 7m. So put the value, then that will be X equal to 7 into 18 degree, and that is 126 degree. As we have to find the value of angle X, we got it 126 degree. Okay, so those are the solutions for example number 2, 3, 4 and 5 from your problem set 2. Now in next class, we will see the rest of the 3 examples. Okay. So if you have any doubt regarding the solution of those examples, you can ask me. Students can ask the doubts in the solution. Yeah, any doubt regarding this lesson, parallel line. Hello. Hello, sir.
Yes, teacher. Hello.
Sir, I cover my topic and requested the students to ask the doubts.